لا عربات في بيت بتاع بوت كانج.
اوكي كم عربات؟
5 عربات بتاع حكومة، 5 عربات بتاع حكومة و5 عربات حقه. إذا مشار ده شال 2 سوريا 2 سوريا وفي ميديكال wash.
Welcome to Jimosi podcast. So today, cross-examination for the case of Riek Machar, Puot Kang and the 6 accused began officially by the defense team cross-examining the lead investigator, Wani. And it focuses on whether the Nasir incident was related to the 2018 peace agreement. So that was some of the questions that were said. So it was, does it relate to 2018 peace agreement, the Nasir incident? Wani stated that, I think based on how it was written, I think he was asked if he had read the 2018 peace agreement, and he said he had partially read it, but maintained that the Nasir incident was a criminal case. And it was being handled by the police and the public prosecutor. So my first question to you is, what do you think was the main reason why the first question was about the relationship between the Nasir incident and the 2018 peace agreement?
I think one of the main, or like the main reason why they were trying to establish whether there's a correlation between the Nasir incident and the 2018 peace agreement is because one of the key factors within the 2018 peace agreement is about unification of the soldiers. And as of the Nasir incident, one of the things that they also reference when the SSPDF forces, or like when the government forces were going to Nasir to replace the existing SSPDF forces, the people from Nasir, or like the White Army, were opposed to that idea, saying that the forces that were being taken to Nasir were not unified forces. And as per the peace agreement, unification was supposed to be done so as to maintain peace and security within the country. And in case you send soldiers on a mission, then you have unified forces instead of forces that will be deemed as being biased or overly representing a particular party. Yeah. So I think that's why they wanted to know, like, if this incident was related to the 2018 peace agreement or not. What about you?
Yeah, as for me, the second reason, I will not rule out what you just said, is also correct. But the second reason why the defense team, it was those questions were mostly asked by Raymond Ogeri and Kulu Alkur. They were the one questioning the Wani. So the reason why they asked that is because of the ceasefire violation. They wanted to know that if this guy was going to accept that this incident relate to the 2018 peace agreement, then South Sudan police and the public prosecutors are not the right people to handle it.
Okay.
So if it was a ceasefire
investigation.
Yeah, so it was a ceasefire violation between the SPLM-IO plus White Army and the SSPDF, then the right body to deal with it, to do the investigation, was the CTSM, whatever.
CTSM, something
yeah,
like
CTSM. That's the body that came from the 2018 peace agreement. If there was going to be any violation of the peace agreement, that the one that will do the investigation, and that could have also led to them saying, okay, if it relates to the 2018 peace agreement, then special court again does not have the opportunity in this case. It's supposed to be handled by hybrid.
Court.
Yeah,
and that citizen, I think it's for ceasefire, transitional something, monitoring and whatever. Yeah.
And it was asked if that citizen, when it was asked by the lawyers, if he might be aware that citizen was already doing some investigation in Tonga or Abia. To him, he said he was not aware. Because you see where the answers are.
Yeah.
Because if he was aware of it, then why is he jumping and not leaving to the citizen? You see?
Yeah.
But
But
him,
then the cases in Abia and those other places, I think they are isolated cases.
no, you don't know it. Even me too, I don't know that case in Abia, so I can't talk of it. Because there are some SPLM-IO forces and SSPDF in that area of Abia. So it's not that of Sudan and the Abia people. No, it's not that one. There's a different case.
Okay.
So I think that's why they asked
Yeah.
for that.
Anyway, I think recently Kidi had set up like some committee to look into the status of Abia and stuff. Maybe when we cover that story, then we are going to get more information, including what's currently happening there. Yeah.
And then also, one of defense lawyers called Deng John challenged the venue trial. He said, why was the case brought to Juba and not in the Upper Nile state where the incident happened? Why did they have to bring it here? And one he said is because the case itself was a criminal case against the state. And that's why they had to bring it to Juba, where the headquarters of the national security is located. Do you know of any case that happened in Kenya where people were questioning the location of an incident?
No, I've not seen any case.
You remember that of Ojwang? He was arrested in Kisumu.
Oh, okay, yeah, Albert Ojwang.
So for Albert Ojwang, was arrested in Kisumu but was brought to Nairobi, where he was killed in a police cell.
Yes.
But initially police were saying that he killed himself, but it turned out that it was killed in the police cell. But then Kenyans were asking,
why
if you
was
guys
he taken all the way from...
Yes, if you guys went to the western part of Kenya to go and arrest him in Kisumu, why didn't you handle that case in Kisumu? Why did you have to bring it to Nairobi the same night?
Yeah, it was actually arrested in Migori, in some village deep in Migori. Yeah.
So this is the same question here that Deng John is asking. Incident happened in Nasir. Nasir is located in Upper Nile State. Why are you bringing it to Juba? Why not handle it there?
So these accused individuals are not residents of Nasir. And also this is a case of individuals versus the government. So like I agree with Wani that this is the national headquarters or like the capital city where everything is kind of working. Or that's where all the government operations are. So it makes sense to handle that case here as opposed to taking these individuals to Upper Nile to go and do the court proceedings in Upper Nile. Yeah, but if it was like, let's say, for example, in the case of Ojwang, it was an individual, the Deputy Inspector General of the police, who's the one who launched a complaint saying that he was being defamed and stuff. Yeah. But then like based on what is currently happening, some of the investigations and stuff, it's like people are saying this guy was not the one who posted that. There were so many people managing that particular account. And ni kama aliwekelewa. And then these police personnel used his powers and influence to the DIG, Eliud Lagat, use his powers to handle the case personally. Or like to give instructions to have it sorted.
So we'll maintain it that what happened is the people involved in this case as per now, the accused that are in court are people that were arrested in Juba. So there was no need of arresting people in Juba and take them to Upper Nile State.
Yes.
And then also, most of the time, the government tend to use where they have more resources to deal with the case than take it to somewhere where there are little resources to do the case.
Yes.
And that's why the whole thing was handled in Juba, where they were arrested. There's right facilities if they were going to hold some people properly. Otherwise, if they were to be held in Upper Nile, Riek Machar would be free by now.
Gang of relatives.
Yes, they would have come to the police and release him.
And do some hot hair gunshots.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But like we said, right, this is an individual or like individuals versus the state.
Mm-hmm.
So it definitely has to be handled within the capital. Or like the state decides where to handle such a case.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And Wani actually said that this was his first case that he was handling for the state, for the country.
Okay.
Of which is not the only one. There's no one else that has ever handled such kind of case because they rarely happen.
Yes.
South Sudan has never had any case
whereby
of a state with individual within the country. It is always individual with individuals. So he said this was his first case.
Yes.
So,
and most of those cases, that is an individual versus an individual, are usually handled where those people are. They are not taken to Juba or any other place. Yeah.
And then it was also asked whether there was a letter from the president authorizing the trial to go on. So that's what the
defense was asking.
They were asking him. Is this from the president that say go ahead and do the trial? And he said that
trap.
He said no, it's not from him. But there's a letter that placed Dr. Riek Machar under house arrest. So there are two things here. Him is saying the trial was not authorized by the president. But to put Riek Machar under house arrest, there's a letter that means from the president.
Yes.
My question will be, if this was a case of a state against the state against the individual, the criminal case, these 8 accused, why would president issue an arrest warrant or for house arrest for Riek Machar and not the 7 others? You see, there's a letter to put Riek Machar under house arrest, but when it came to the 7 others, Puot Kang and the rest, there's no letter from the president.
You know Puot Kang is not under house arrest, right? He's at Blue Nile during the initial stages.
Let's say
Blue House, sorry.
No. Let's say they are all arrested. House arrest is more lenient and it's for high-profile individuals.
Yes.
So even president had the opportunity of putting all of them under house arrest. So let's say from that point.
All high profile.
No, let's start from that point that he can issue that.
Okay.
My question is, why would he authorize for Machar only? And for the others, he was not the one authorizing.
I think the reason why Machar was placed under house arrest based on presidential orders, it's like maybe trying not to humiliate him by taking him to Blue House. You know, if he was taken to Blue House, maybe something can happen to him. Maybe he has some enemies in that sector and stuff. Or based on his status as the first vice president or as one of the vice presidents, the presidency would not want to have that bad image. It will be like you are having people thrown to jail. So putting him under house arrest, whereby the only thing that was limited is his contact and freedom of movement. But he would just enjoy anything else like watching news, sports and all that within his house. Yeah, so personally I feel like that's because maybe only the president can place that order for someone to be placed under house arrest. And again, like you said earlier, it depends on what profile you are, high profile, regular person. If you're a regular person, obviously the police will have the arrest warrant, right? And they'll take you to where they take people. Yeah. But then because of his status, that's why he had to be placed under house arrest. And I guess that's only the president can issue an arrest warrant for you to be placed under house arrest. Yeah.
Yeah, so for me, I'm going to focus on the arrest, not the location of arrest.
Okay.
And the reason why I think the president issue arrest warrant for Machar is because as much as South Sudan pretend to be a democratic country, it's still under military rule.
Okay.
And in military, a junior officer is not allowed to order for the arrest of the senior. So when it comes to
Riek Machar in general.
it's almost the same rank with the president.
Oh, okay.
So when it comes to the ranking of the Dubur, then because President Kiir is the president of the country, has higher ranking.
He's the commander-in-chief.
And then those of Machar comes. Even like during the 2011 when they were still in the same party, the military ranking of President Kiir was higher than that of Machar. So now for these other junior officers, anybody below Machar or below Salva Kiir, Riek Machar can be for them.
Wait, but does that mean even the chief of defense and all those?
Machar is higher than them.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
Because it
But
depends
what if
on when
they were higher than Riek Machar? Then any of them could order his arrest.
Yes, if they were of higher ranking than Riek Machar, any of them would have ordered for his arrest.
Okay.
And even like, because they still go back to the SPLA era, and all these people that have become chief of staff, none of them was higher than Machar. So by the fact that Machar was higher than them, they cannot issue arrest warrant for Machar.
Oh, okay.
So the only person was President Kiir in terms of military ranking. So that's why he had to order that. But if it was a regular country, a normal country, then arrest warrant, even for the president, can be issued by the body that is responsible for the...
I think arrest warrants are usually issued by the court.
It all depends.
Okay.
DCI, let's say, Directorate of Criminal Investigation in South Sudan, the equivalent of it, can issue one.
Or the DPP, Director of Public Prosecution.
Yes, they can issue.
Okay.
The police can also issue. But the police, they tend to work on... They cannot... Somebody has to report it for them to go and arrest you. But for these other bodies, they can initiate it with no one reporting it.
Okay. So that means like if a crime has been committed and you are like one of the accused, then based on the kind of crime or the criminal offense, different levels of those like police
and the bodies
DCI, DPP, or the court, they will issue an arrest warrant based on the type of offense. Okay.
Yes, and most of in countries like say for example Kenya or Uganda, when court issue arrest warrant is when the case came in as a civilian case, and then they were trying to follow all through to solve it in a civilian way, but the other person is not complying, is missing the court dates and that kind of thing. This is when they issue a court order to have him arrested, and then the police will go and arrest the person.
If it's a matter that was undercover being investigated by the DCI or Directorate of Criminal Investigation, then they get an arrest warrant and arrest you once they have sizable evidence that links you to the crime. Okay. So
if South Sudan was a well-organized society, President Kiir would have not issued the arrest warrant for Machar. And that's why you see all these other people, those are Puot Kang, the rest. It was not President Kiir issuing those orders.
Okay.
Those arrest warrants were issued by the people that are higher than them in ranking.
Okay.
Because they will not... Even if they were to release later, there's no way that they will revenge in terms of military ranking.
Hack them here.
Yes.
Okay.
Because in South Sudan, like, if you are a junior lower than me, let me get arrested. If I happen to come out, my friend, I will just be ordering junior employees go just don't. Then you will be arrested everywhere, and then you will just be caned for no reason.
They're even making you speak Arabic.
Yes, go Dak. So yeah, so that's what happened. So that's why those are Puot Kang, Mam Pal Duol, and Gabriel, the deputy chief of staff. They were arrested a regular way by other people.
Okay.
So they didn't have to. But if South Sudan was a good country with everything running, President Kiir would have not issued that. Even the national security would have issued it. Take, for example, in a normal circumstances, that a vice president or a president has taken the gun and is fighting the whole country, like physically, then you don't have to wait for other people. If people are able to intervene and arrest them, then that's it. Yes, so that's what happened in terms of questioning. And I felt like, because when I was looking at different websites of different radios, some of them were missing some information, some other people were missing information. So that means what we already have right now is not the full information of what exactly happened in court today. Because some of them are depending on their memory and note-taking abilities.
Yes, because the court said you can come, take notes, and go write your own stories. But there's no recording.
Yes. But then after they left the court, there was a story that was run by a lot of people saying that at least 10 vehicles were taken from Machar residence at the beginning. And it was run on multiple Facebook pages and even some website. But Radio Tamazuj actually went and called Gary, Dr. Gary, and he actually corrected it by saying the vehicles were not taken from Machar compound. The vehicles, 10 vehicles, were taken from Puot Kang residence. 5 of them government vehicles, and 5 others were private vehicles. It's 10 vehicles. How old is Puot Kang?
Puot Kang is in 40s.
40s?
I think 45 or 40 something. His age is usually indicated here. Let me check.
Yeah, but again,
Aish, he's only 40. 40 with 10 cars.
Yeah, but you know, in South Sudan, it's not something outrageous, because look at it this way. When a minister goes somewhere, he has to be followed by entourage of vehicles escorting him around.
Yeah.
So that's why when he was given the 5 vehicles, some of them are for maybe one for the wife, one maybe those luxuries that come with.
Why would the government give his wife a vehicle?
This is the government of South Sudan.
No, the thing is, maybe for his entourage. But if they already have 5 vehicles within that compound, how many adults are staying in that compound? Most likely 2 cars are for them. One for him, one for the wife.
No, what
about the 3 other cars?
Being a minister, there are a lot of people in his compound, from bodyguards, and you also have to remember that they came as a peace partners from an opposition that was fighting. So everybody is on high alert. So they will have to have security. So even if he was to be assigned security by the government, he will have his own security, and these people will always Mkubwa or Zol Kabir, something for transport for us, so that we can just be doing things here and around. And then also being a minister. How long has he been a minister? They came in 2018, and this is, he was arrested in 2025. Close to 7 years, and he's a minister. He had money. He got that money around. So buying 5 cars.
5 cars, sir, what do you do with them?
Why do you complain of that? And I know somebody that's just a general within SSPDF, and he has over 3 cars in his compound. He's not even a minister.
Maybe all of them are not his. One is for his wife, and then one is for an old relative who is...
No, I think there are even more than 3. And somebody that you can see is...
Not educated.
He's not educated, but it's not a level of Nang Paul Majuk. No, it's not of that level. No. So it's not of high ranking when you compare with other big people. So it's just as somebody of like... His ranking is not that high.
Is it Mohand Barkazal?
Yes, it's Mohand
Okay.
Barkazal. They're the one that own the government. So this guy has over 3 cars. And they're on TikTok.
Yeah.
So you can see. So Puot Kang having over 5 personal and being a minister for 6 years is not a big deal.
No, those like the 5 personal cars, I highly believe that some of them are not his. Maybe 2 are theirs. 1 for the wife, 1 for him, and 3 are for relatives who are staying with him and stuff.
Do you think his wife is in South Sudan?
Most likely.
No.
She probably has a position. Anyway, they recently got married, so I think he married in around 2020.
He got married
Yes.
recently?
2020,
Oh,
2019.
okay. I thought he left
So they are
the wife in East
their
Africa
honeymoon.
or in Ethiopia.
No.
These people don't like staying with their wife in the country.
Yeah.
So that's what was said. So if 10 vehicles were taken, what do you think of that?
We are storing a new man with 10 vehicles. How many ministers do we have? And then if all of them each has 5 plus MPs, that's where our money is going.
Yeah, but they are used to that already. Mm-hmm. So for the 10 cars, when he was asked about those ones, he said that he's not aware of those stories unless he had to go and do some investigation about the cars. But as of now, or at the time that he was speaking, he didn't know about those cars.
The missing cars.
So if Puot Kang was taken to Blue House, did his wife remain in the compound?
Most likely.
And if the wife was living with him and was left in the compound, then he knows who took the cars. But what is the big deal with the 10 cars? For me, I say there's only a big deal for the 5 cars. 5 for the private one.
Yes.
The 5 others, because they are the government
vehicles, yeah.
If he's found innocent and reinstated into his position, either few individuals took it as part of their corruption, it will be assigned new ones if they're there.
Yeah.
So he doesn't have to worry about
It's
that.
like they're being repossessed. Yeah.
But for his 5 cars, personal, if somebody took them, where did they get the key? Did they break into it? Did they make extra keys? Or did they tow the cars?
I don't think they even tow cars. Maybe they just ordered to get the keys.
Okay, then it is easy to determine that what Kang said, if he left the keys in the house, then who were the people in the house that were there that saw these people taking the keys?
Because cars are very big, right? It's not like something you can just put inside your pocket and walk out with it. Yeah.
Unless people that were there got scared and they left.
And left with the cars.
And then these people ransacked the whole house and found the keys. And then they keep trying different cars. But even if, let's say, if Puot Kang was to come out and say, I have the keys. I still have the keys. But the cars are missing. Then I would say what they did, they looked for a spare keys. Yes. Yeah. So they went and came with somebody that came and made the keys for the cars and removed the cars. And there will be some big general in SSPDF that have taken the cars. Nobody else. They were the one arresting.
Okay. This is SSPDF or National Security?
Hey, so
Most
which one is
the National Security?
National Security?
Because they're the ones who take people to Blue House. Yeah.
And who was there by then? It was a Kolkor or it was?
They were arrested around March, right? I think it was like Cage Town.
Oh, a Kolkor
was fired in October
by
last
then.
year.
Okay, so it was not him.
I'm not even sure if it was Aken Chong because that guy was also fired after.
Yeah, maybe it was something acting. Somebody acting. Maybe. But they listened to Gary confirming it that it was actually Puot Kang vehicles.
Okay.
Okay. Come Araba.
5 عربات بتاع حكومة 5 عربات بتاع حكومة و5 عربات حقه. إذا مشار ده شال 2 سوريا 2 سوريا وفي ميديكال
And for Machar, the things that were taken from Machar compound were two things. Let's say three things.
Okay.
2 Thrier phones and 1 digital medical watch. The one that you put on your wrist and it's able to read either your
heartbeat is
heartbeats,
too fast.
Yes, or
That
blood
is also
pressure,
test for
some
blood
kind
pressure,
of things.
okay.
Yeah, so those were the one taken. But it was in his compound, so how were they taken?
Maybe like when they were
Or he had an
searching.
extra
Yeah. An extra watch.
watch because he must be wearing one.
Yeah.
Or maybe security thought that he can communicate using that smartwatch.
Yes.
So they took it from his wrist.
And also the Thriers, obviously.
Yeah, that one they
need
will
it for communication
yeah, they will
purposes to go
confiscate
and
it.
extract communication lines.
Let me read one more thing and then I'll ask you a question. Okay. And then also, for Mam Pal Dor, who is the businessman, things that were taken from him, these people are saying, HP laptop, 2 rings, I think personal rings, hand rings, his passports, I don't know how many passports he had, so let's just say passport, a bag, an iPhone 16, a Samsung Pro 16. There's no Samsung called Pro 16. I've never seen that. So maybe they were interchanging, but it will be iPhone 16 Pro that is there.
And Samsung
But for
Galaxy
Samsung, it has to be 16 was a long time ago.
Oh, yeah.
It jumped from 10 to 20.
Yeah.
So there's no Samsung Pro 16.
Maybe
He was arrested.
iPhone 16 came out last year, right? And
Yes.
then this year it's 17. So assuming Samsung is also for 2024, S24.
Yeah, then it's going to
Most
be
likely.
S24 Plus
Yeah.
or Ultra, one of those.
Yeah.
And then
Because it
iPhone.
seems they have a test for latest phones.
And he also had a Nokia phone. So this guy had so many phones.
Nokia, kale kadogo Rebecca or touch screen.
There are different type of.
Smartphones.
There are some smartphones for Nokia that are also there,
Okay.
but they just call it a Nokia phone. They didn't say the model.
It's been a minute since I last saw Nokia.
Yeah, so he's having iPhone, Samsung, Nokia, 3 phones.
Why?
These are businessman. One is for receiving
Side
relatives. This is for girlfriends, and this is for business deals.
And why? Okay.
Yes, and then they also took 1,158 US dollars and 23,000 SSP
South Sudanese power.
and a necklace, of which was said was a gold necklace that they took from him. So if these accused people were to win the case, do you think they will get back all the things that have been taken, especially personal belongings like these of Machar and Mampoor?
Things like money, they'll disappear. They cannot find them. But like for the smartwatch, maybe smartphones, they might and they might not get them. In either semi-kind, like it can be said they are lost, or they can deny that they did not see those things.
Yeah, so there will be 2 options. If they were to win the case, they can sue the state again for the personal belonging. And the state will have to order the government to pay back all the personal belongings that were taken. Because if these things were taken and they remain in your custody,
And
then you
were
have
recorded.
you have to produce them. This is not the Nyanya one thing where when you come back, you are
The
told
wife is gone.
nobody knows it. And then you'll be like, okay, and then you have nowhere to go report it. The fact that these people are being taken through the court, if they win it, they'll have to come through the same court to get their things back.
Yes.
And they must be given. That's how it works.
Yeah, but the thing is, it will be repayment because I doubt things like gold. Assuming whoever was arresting you is a married man with a wife somewhere.
Yes.
They'll take that gold chain and give it to the wife
Yes.
because there's no professional.
And even the money has already been used.
Of course. $1,000 US. Unalala nini. That is on blue on that day.
One said he did not know where those things were. Or which it is true, he might not know where they are because he was called at a later date, come do investigation. And when he came with his investigation, it didn't go down. What was taken away from you? It just went direct to what brought him. And he did not expect that during cross-examination, things like this will come up and he will have to answer them.
Yeah.
But these people should have them somewhere. Otherwise, they're just going to pay it back.
Yeah. Anyway, I don't think they're that expensive. They can still get them. And it's the state. It's not like you are dealing with an individual to say these are worth millions of pounds. Oh, and by the way, during the time these individuals were arrested, the person who was in charge or the Director General for the Internal Security Bureau, that is ISB, of the National Security in South Sudan was General Charles Church Mayor. Is it Mayor or Majur?
If it is a Dinka, it's Major. If it is Equatorial, then it's Mayor.
Charles Church, no, I feel like
then
this
it's
is
Major. Yeah, then there's Major.
Yeah, and that President Kiir appointed him to this role in February of 2025. Before this appointment, he was the ISB Deputy Director General for Administration and Finance. Yeah, so by February, Tonga Cage had already been sacked. So he only served for like 4 months from October, beginning of October to February. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's what happened. And yeah, you remind me of that name, Major. So when Barkadel came to school in Kenya, because back home there we did not have mayors. Town mayors just started recently when South Sudan became independent country. We started having towns and having mayors. So, but because in Kenya there are mayors for the town, because we only know Major and Mayor is spelled the same way, people were calling Mayor as Major. They will say Mayor of the town.
And then Kenyan would laugh. What did you just say?
But that time, we were mostly in South Sudanese dominated schools. There were not a lot of Kenyans. So we were just calling it Major,
Even
Major.
the teachers were calling it the same way too, maybe. Teachers Bonoko.
And then there was one of the applications that was submitted by the defense team requesting for the medical leave for some individual and copies of the prosecution documents was dismissed by the judge because on it, the title of the document that they put there for the request, they call it wrong title. They put somewhere the Republic of South Sudan versus Puot Kang. That's what was supposed to be. And the seven accused,
Dr. Riek Machar
and the Republic. So they were like, no, the first accused is Puot Kang here versus the state, not Riek Machar. So
what, like, I don't know why, like, what's the difference? And why did they choose Puot Kang? Or because he's the financer? Riek's role was more of...
As we have listened to some of the evidence that were provided, you can make your judge which one sound more, which one count more, which one sound to carry more weight from all the accusations that have already been made. So based on, they decided to make the first accused Puot Kang.
The person with the main, like, whose action carried more gravity compared to others.
Yeah, because for Machar is more of like the letter that he wrote in March. Welcome. There was nothing. But for Puot Kang, he said that he gave 30,000.
Finance.
There's money. And
30,000 is a lot of money.
Chiefs had to meet.
Bribery.
You see, there's a lot of things going on there. But for Machar, it's more of a letter.
Okay, allegedly.
The way that it was interpreted or the intention of the letter, they're the one that knows it.
Yeah. So this actually brings me a question. Like before we started shooting, we were discussing this, and then one of the things that came out is why did the prosecution not talk about, did the defense not do some cross-examination with regards to that 30,000 that was alleged to have been sent by Puot Kang? Or is it that the sources that we are looking at don't have that information? Because it should be one of the major things that was discussed today, since it seems they only focused mainly on Puot Kang's case.
No, I will say the information that we are being fed by the people that went there might be missing some information.
Okay.
But again, it might be the defense team. They have not completed the cross-examination.
Yeah.
So maybe they're starting with the root cause of the case itself
Okay.
before they come to individual case by case. So now they're trying to determine like the relationship between the Nasir incident and the 2018 peace agreement. Why was it not handled in Upper Nile State and in Juba?
Also,
Did the president issue the trial?
order for trial.
And that kind of thing. So I'm just trying to get the general idea of how things work. Once they're done with that, they will now come down into the exact
Specifics.
cross-examination of each individual with their thing.
Yeah, that makes sense, because most of the things that I looked at were the cars that were missing from Puot Kang's house and all that. And to me, like, they are an issue.
Yes.
Because this matter is bigger than the 10 cars. Yeah. If we were to say they were done with the cross-examination with regards to Puot Kang's case, then one key evidence that was issued against him by the prosecution team was that 30,000 financing of the incident. So it should make the big chunk of what the defense is focusing on when it comes to his case. Yeah.
Yeah. And again, the people that are writing this story, they choose which one will sound more interesting to the people.
To the audience.
Talk of 10 cars being stolen.
Oh,
It will sound more than looking at what question we're asking in relation to this. Those ones they don't carry a lot of
more
weight.
intellectual.
Yes.
But for cars,
Cars, 10
people love
cars stolen.
cars.
And who stole his cars? So that conversation for the internet. So that's why the people that were writing things focuses on that small thing, which is I would say it's like
Less
2% of the case itself.
I was going for less than 1% of the case.
In terms of implicating the people that are accused.
Yeah, not even the people, but that individual whose cars are said to have gone missing. Yeah.
Yeah, and 2 people were not in today, so there were only 6 accused because those other 2 are sick, so they were they're under medical care.
Okay.
So that's why they did not come. But again, they were not going into specific of individuals, so they were just looking at the general case, so that's why it didn't make a lot of matter.
Because I think last time they said one person had undergone an appendix surgery, something like that.
Appendix, yeah.
Yeah, and
Operation.
then also, was it Gatmai? From the Wednesday court hearing, the judge said that he was not around, he was
Because
on
he was
medical
sick.
leave.
Yeah.
So probably those 2, if he's not the one who had a surgery. Yeah, we wish them quick recovery. Yes.
All right, so that's it for Jimosi podcast. Please consider subscribing, share, like, and leave a comment.
Yes, and today we are not talking about 3,000.
Yes.
Thank you for the support. We're already at 3,000 subscribers. Yeah.
Let's keep growing.
We will start counting for 4,000.
Yes.
I want 3,500 first, but 4,000 is the goal for now, or even 5K. It's possible.
Yes.
All right. See you in the next video.